Good morning, Pete here from A Bit Twisted. So we're trying the triple drive on my Ashford Traveller with the Woolee Winder. You can easily see the three strands back here. One's kind of being hidden here from the camera, but it's there. So I can say that this technique of triple wrapping drive band versus double definitely quiets the bobbin and flyer assembly. It definitely on this one, and definitely makes this draw on smoother and easier without the harsh pull, and it's actually quite well pleased. And this is linen or flax, and I am doing this wet spin. Just dip my fingers and that makes everything damp and helps make a nice smooth thread. So being smoother and easier, it just makes it easier to draft without fighting the mechanics of everything. So this just tempers everything. And I was well pleased with the other wheel to see how well it worked, and it quieted my other wheel down, but not as much as this one. The Woolee Winder tends to be a bit noisy, and right now it's not terrible. I still hear it, but it's very quiet compared to what it was. So what I'm thinking, just the mechanical brain here, is two belts, two of them riding on the whorl at slightly different speeds, so they're sliding to a degree and don't need as much tension on the drive band at all, and which also helps smooth out all this other stuff. So thinking about it in a car scenario with a clutch, they have clutches that have multiple pressure plates on them. So it's got a stacked pressure plate, kind of like on a motorcycle. So you get a lot of benefit with very little pressure. And they use things like that in race cars where you have like 2 or 3 pressure plates, so you can have a high load to handle the horsepower and very little effort pressing the clutch to clutch the car, because you just have more surface area. So having the 2 bands gives me more surface area, and because one of the whorls is smaller, I think it just kind of fights itself a little bit, and causes it to be a little bit smoother. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking. But whatever, it definitely works with the Woolee Winder too. And So at this point, the wheels that I can do this triple drive band, they're going to stay a triple drive band. If I need to run just a dual, for whatever reason I might want to do that, I just put two of them onto one, and it'll run that way, and it'll do just fine. And I've already tried that. And so, without it being yanky and difficult, it's still easy to treadle. There's no change there, and it's definitely quieter. So I can say it's a thing, genuinely a thing. It's not like it makes it faster or anything like that. It just kind of helps temper, and it's noticeable. It might not be as noticeable if your whorls are almost similar in size, but you might notice some. This whorl here I'm doing, compared to the one yesterday, on the other wheel, the differences between the two are not as great, but I could, because I have a really big whorl and a really small one. I opted to, because what was happening is it was spinning slower, because it's also spinning off of the large whorl, so it's going to be slower, less twist, and I needed more twist, so I moved it down to the medium and small one on this one, and it's working beautifully. I see no reason to stick with two drive bands unless your wheel can't do that, and I have a couple wheels I cannot do that with. They are a single whorl, so it's a single whorl and the bobbin, and that's it. It's not like a double or triple whorl. So only those people that have double whorls or triple whorls can benefit from this technique. And unless you want to do three and have two of them driving and one of them on the bobbin, you could do that. There might be a little bit of help there, maybe. Don't know. I guess I could try it. How about that? Let's try that. See what happens. See if there's any change. We'll stop that. We'll just move this one up to the middle. Back off on some tension, because now it's tensioned a little bit more. Well, I'll say it's about the same. A little more tension there. I can see the drive band's doing some stuff. It wants to so it's still just like it was with all three bands on three whorls. little more tension there. So I like it on the whorl there. Having, wow. Was a lot of twist there. There we go. All right, now we're back. Back that off a bit more. So I guess you could do the double drive band or the triple drive band on just two and still get a similar effect. So anyway, I think that's about it for that, and we will talk to you all later. Pete here from A Bit Twisted.